afternoon, everybody. I'm Terry Doherty, and I'm in the Mom's Choice Awards filming studio at Book Expo 2013. And I'm joined this afternoon by Kushka and her award-winning author, Eli Kowalski. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Terry.
So how are you all doing today?
This is wonderful.
Kushka's nice and comfortable.
Kushka's ready.
I'm ready. I want that position. I want that nap. I'm ready for a nap.
She needs it.
Now, is this your first BEA?
This is our first BEA.
Has it been fun?
It's been exciting. It's a long day so far.
And you're here all weekend, right?
We're here all weekend.
Fabulous. So tell me about Kushka and the book. Obviously Kushka is here, but how did she become the star of a children's book?
Well, I've been writing sports books for about 7 years, and all of a sudden I got tired and bored of writing sports books, and I said, what am I going to write about? And I said, I have a dog whose name means cat, and Kushka is a Russian word that means cat. And then that's how the story started. And I decided to write about my own dog, Kushka.
Now, did you have a theme in mind or a goal as you were writing, or just more?
It started as to be a children's author about a friendly dog, and I wanted to bring Kushka into elementary schools. And I was told that in order to cross over into the children's genre, you needed a character that children liked. Now, we know Kushka is very likable, but I wasn't sure if the story that I was going to write was going to be likable, or if after what they call the one-hit wonder, was there going to be a sequel that's going to make sense. Now, the first book, Kushka the Dog Named Cat, really is the day in the life of Kushka. Kushka thinks she's a cat, and this story tells you how she lives her life being a cat, what she does, and it's a rhyming story. And as you know,
rhymes are hard.
Rhymes are hard, and it took me a very long time to put my first children's book together. And once I succeeded, we went on. We moved forward. And that's how it really started. And it was fun.
I was going to say, when you started by saying you used to write for sports books, and now you've gone to rhyme, even if it wasn't children's rhyme, that's a big leap.
It was, yes.
Was it just terrorizing, or just, okay, I'm going to blow through this because I know this is what I want to do? How did that process work? Did you ever just throw up your hands and say, forget it?
Absolutely. It was like when I go to schools and talk about the process, it's like I tell everybody, we talk about edits and rewrites. I make the joke about myself where I go, not only did it take 9 rewrites, including one where I literally tore up the piece of paper and said, I give up. I cannot do this. But I managed, and I say, you got to go through this. This is something I really want to do. And I tell the kids, you have to go through it. And I showed that it took me a year and a half. Not every day of work, of course.
Right.
But you manage, and look what I can come through. And it's a great story where I want to show everybody that anybody, like I said, I knew nothing about writing a kid's story. But I knew I love my dog. I think it's a great story. It's fun. Everybody enjoys it.
Absolutely.
And look what you can accomplish. And the moral is, you can write about anything. I wrote a book about my own dog.
And it's a series, so tell me about the next one.
And the second book came out. It's called Kushka Visits the Zoo, which has been out. And this September, we have the third book called Kushka Travels the World, which is a little book about geography where I'm teaching. Kushka's traveling through Europe and the rainforest, and we're teaching kids all about little geography. So there's always a little story behind not just Kushka, but it's a little educational too.
Well, will Kushka go back to the motherland of her language?
Yeah, there's a little. She visits Russia. She's visiting all the different parts. So yeah, we want her to be everywhere. And Kushka wears hats, and part of every time we travel, Kushka likes to visit. Kushka wears all different hats from different countries. So that's always fun.
That's wonderful. Now, how did you know Kushka was cat in Russian? Do you speak?
I speak Russian. So when we first got Kushka was no bigger than she fit in my palm. Okay? So when we got her, she acted like a cat with her paws and stuff like that. And I said, it's a perfect joke. Let's call her Cat. And when my kids were very young, it was perfect.
Yes.
And the joke just grew. So that's how Kushka blossomed.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us. You too, Kushka.
Say bye.
And hope you have a great show.
Thanks, Terry, for having us.
All right.